What's up, everybody? Welcome to Video Entertainment, and this is going to be a new series called Mad Late. I'm from New York, and when we say mad means like really. It's an emphasis. And so I want to make a series where I review albums that I didn't react to that are new, that came out within the past month or so, because I can't get to every album and I can't get to every single. So I'm gonna try my best in listening to the albums and tracks, which is why I created this series. So one, I didn't miss the music, and two, my thoughts on it. Before we start, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. At first, I want to start off with the mixtape from Dreamville, D-Day, a Gangsta Girls mixtape. I enjoyed this project for the most part. I thought this project was really fun. The first track, Stick, was dope, and when you see it live, when JID and Kenny Mason was performing it, you saw like the energy from the crowd and you understand its purpose. And it's also dope to see Kenny Mason get more recognition and to see Sheck West, who's also from New York, come back in music. So that was dope. I didn't like the next two tracks. I thought they were pretty forgettable, Ghetto Gods and Lifestyle. But starting 5 with Luke, Cause, and Omen, that was the one. That was the one that did it for me. That's the one that brought me back. That was a great track, just bars, and that's what I love. Ari Lennox stole the show on this project. For me, she had the best songs and the best performance, besides J. Cole, because J. Cole is J. Cole. Coming Down is so good. Ari Lennox gave it such a passionate performance. I like the track Hair Salon, but mostly because of G. Perico. I love his charisma, his energy on this track. One thing I noticed with the freedom of speech from J. Cole is the bar, yeah, dreams of fucking Cole, and even her father would approve. Yes, honey, you can fuck him. Look what a dollar bill do. Yeah, OG Cole fans know the song Dollar and a Dream, so I think he just like brought that back to the track, which is kind of funny. But this like her Dollar and a Dream, I thought that was dope. Yeah, it's a really good tape. I think Kaz really stepped it up on this project. I think he was the highlight, and so is Ari Lennox. Really showcased the ability, and I hope they get more exposure, especially for Ari Lennox, because she's been killing in the R&B game. Next album I want to talk about is Tana Talk 4 from Benny the Butcher. For me, this sounds like a Benny project. I think this album is more accessible compared to Tana Talk 3, because I think Tana Talk 3 is just more dark, more gritty, and more rough. But that doesn't knock the album. I'm not saying it's a bad album or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with accessibility. It means more people could listen to it and it won't turn them off. It won't deter them from listening to more Benny the Butcher albums. And then they could get to Tana Talk 3 because they want to go back, Another good album from Benny. Favorite tracks are Johnny P's Caddy, which I did a reaction for, and Weekends in the Perrys. Another album that came out after 25 years, Black Star, Yasin Bey and Talib Kweli. Now, to be frank, I only listened to this album like once, but first initial thoughts, this album is great. This album is great. It's produced by Madlib, my favorite producer of all time, one of the greatest producers of all time. It has features from Black Thought, and Black Thought killed it, of course. I think Madlib's production was perfect, especially for the tracks Sweetheart, Sweetheart, and Sweet Todd. Like that soul sample is like typical Madlib. The way he chopped it up is like typical Madlib. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I think Talib Kweli did the heavy lifting on this album. This is not to take away from Yasin Bey. I think Yasin Bey also did his thing on this, but Talib Kweli was like the one for me on this album. Plus the cover art looks so dope. Like I'm gonna need this on vinyl one day when it comes out. I'm gonna need this on vinyl. Okay, so I'm mad at y'all.
Why? Why?
There's so many R&B recommendations, but no one said, hey, Jasmine Sullivan released Hotels Deluxe. Can you react to that? No one. Jasmine Sullivan? I love Hotels when it came out last year. I still listen to it to this day. Pick Up Your Feelings and Girl Like Me. Those are my favorite tracks from that EP. And then she came out with a deluxe. It still continues on with like people telling their stories with their tales like Issa Rae. And then Jasmine will sing a song that relates to those tales. And just great passionate singing from Jasmine Sullivan. Favorite tracks from the deluxe are Hurt Me So Good, BPW, and Selfish. That's it for albums and projects that I listened to that I didn't react to. A$AP Rocky also released a new track today called DMB, or That's My Bitch. Rihanna's in the music video. They're all in Harlem, New York. It was great to see that. And also A$AP Rocky proposed to Rihanna.
Nope.
And it was dope to see because they had like the grills going on where A$AP Rocky's grill said marry me and Rihanna's grill on the side says I do. So that was dope to see. But DMB is a great track. Love the psychedelic and chop screw elements on the song. And even Rocky's voice when he's like crooning or singing, even that has improved. Especially when you listen to like Allah or At Long Last A$AP. And now, I'm excited for his new album. Because it also seemed like Rocky's in a good place. And even the lyrics in the song, it's him talking about Rihanna, talking about his girl. How much he loves her, how much he appreciates her. Even like the simple things like now my refrigerator is full. I'm telling you, sometimes it's the simple things. Like Miguel was right when he made that song Simple Things. Justin Bieber came out with a couple tracks like I Feel Funny and the other track with Don Toliver. Even if I Feel Funny is a joke, it's just not it. No, it's not even funny, which is crazy. It's like one of those things when people say, look at me, I'm so silly. Look at me, I'm so goofy. And they just make faces and that's their way of being silly. It's just mad cringy. Lil Baby came out with 2 singles, Right On and Frozen. For me, Frozen was just very generic trap beat. But Right On has been on repeat for me. Right On has been on repeat for me because that infection chorus, the way he sang Right On is just so catchy. Like if you want to know what's constantly in my rotation, I'm gonna tell you it's Lil Baby. Lil Baby is constantly in my rotation. Schoolboy Q also dropped the track Soccer Dad. I like Soccer Dad. I thought it was a cool single. I'm hoping for another Schoolboy Q project because his last album, Crash Talk, wasn't it for me. I liked a couple tracks from Crash Talk, but Blank Face, yeah, that was like my top 5 when it came out 2016. John Muir, if you haven't listened to John Muir, listen to that and just vibe out, relax. Absol also came out with a new single called Hollandaise or Hollandaise. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, kind of forgettable for me. I expected more since Absol hasn't dropped a new project in 6 years and hasn't really dropped a single in that long too. And also the Bia and J. Cole track London was dope as well. Bia did her thing, but J. Cole of course has to murder every track that he's on now because this dude is 37 years old, but he's still acting like he got something to prove. Those are my thoughts of the music that I didn't get a chance to react to. I'm gonna make this a monthly thing, and if there's some music that y'all want me to review that's recently come out or is gonna come out soon, let me know, and I'll definitely give you like my brief thoughts on it, because believe it or not, doing a full album reaction does take some time. And plus I want to switch up the style too. I want to do something different, not just do reactions, you know. Also, if you made it this far, I'm thinking about adding more content to this channel where I do video essays or mini docs. I'm planning to do one on my thesis soon. Let me know if you want to see that on this channel, or if you want me just to make a different channel where I dedicate that to the mini docs, the video essays, and it will be on music. Let me know what you think about that idea. That's it for the video. Let me know what y'all think about the albums and singles that I mentioned down in the comments below, and also let me know the music that I should review and give my brief thoughts on. It could be pop, R&B, hip-hop, down in the comments below. While you're down there, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching. Muchas bendiciones. Peace.